I like to think of the Magician card as being like an acorn. It shows me that if it pops up in a reading, that the client has everything they need to succeed, but perhaps still needs to put the effort in and allow the growth to happen. In fact, I think of the Magician as being very similar to the Ace of Pentacles. And interestingly enough, the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician both share a very key symbol, which is, I know it's hard to see on the video, but it is the white lilies. And if you look carefully at your Rider-Waite deck, there are red roses growing in the hedgerow. And there we have the white lilies, much easier to see, and the red roses in the Magician. So why do I say this is like an acorn? Well, he's got all 4 suits represented on his table. To me, that means he has everything he needs to succeed. And yet that arm position is very much as above, so below, as within, so without. There is a potential there to succeed with whatever it is you've set your mind to. The as above, so below, as within, so without is really powerful. He has that magical symbol above his head. He has a white band around his head. Mindset is all. I mean, mindset isn't enough if you haven't done the preparation. Looking at the table there, if I say I want to run the marathon tomorrow or a marathon tomorrow and I'm utterly determined to do it, if I haven't prepared, then I'm not going to achieve that marathon no matter how much I'm determined. So to me, the 4 symbols show that he's done his work. He's put the preparation in. And now he's focusing his mind. Mindset is the next important step. And it is really important. We have to change our belief system. We have to look for those blocks, those self-limiting beliefs. You know, so often in relationship spreads, I find that people really don't love themselves, and yet they're hoping that someone else will love them. One of the journeys I've been really going on myself is kindness. And I've realised that I'm not particularly kind to myself, and I've attracted people into my life that haven't been kind. And the real eye-opener with the Magician is the first step is mindset. I need to be kind to myself. So whatever question you're asking about, if the Magician crops up, ask yourself, am I prepared? And have I got my mindset right? Now the red roses and the white lilies, beautiful image, so important in the Rider-Waite deck. I've already explained we have them in the Ace of Pentacles. We also have them in the Hierophant with the 2 monks, one wearing red roses and one white lilies. And then again, we have them in the 2 of Wands painted here on the castle wall. So to me, the white lilies represent spiritual connection, our inner journey, if you like. That could be meditation, spiritual practices, self-limiting blocks, whatever you want to call it. The white lilies, to me, represent the inner realm. And the red roses, to me, represent the physical world. Red roses themselves are on other cards, like the Queen of Pentacles. They're on the quilt in the 9 of Swords. And the reason that I associate red roses with the physical world is there's a mythology around red roses, that the first rose was white. And then a goddess, pick your goddess, depends on your worldview, pricked their fingers on the thorn, and a drop of their blood fell onto the rose and made it red. So to me, the red rose represents our blood and our physical world, and that's what the Magician is saying to you. If it's cropping up in a reading, see if this meaning applies. You've got everything you need. You're at the start of the journey. Pause, get your mindset ready, check in with those inner blocks, then move forward with the white lilies for your inner journey, the red roses for the outer journey in equal measure.